Hey guys, what's up? It's Simon here, coming to you with a Get That Tone video. This is a series of videos where I'm showing you how I like to set up my stuff, my pedals, my amps and guitars to get my tones. And in this particular video, I'm going to talk to you about why I think it's cool to have more than one overdrive on your pedal board for different flavors. I've had this conversation with many guitar players over the years, and just recently I had the same conversation with Søren Ljungberg from Carl Martin, and he said, well Simon, I got this big pedal train with a bunch of great Carl Martin stuff on it. Why don't you put that into your studio and see if you can dial in some killer tones using these three overdrive pedals down here, the Plexitone, the ACtone, and the hot drive and boost. I'm controlling everything with the switcher down here at the bottom, using a bit of a noise gate up here, and a delay down here just for some killer lead tones. So let me see if I can dial in some great tones for you. Alright, so first up, here's my clean tone running this guitar into the Fender Bassman. Just a great neutral clean sound coming from the Fender Bassman. Now, when I got this board from Carl Martin, the first drive pedal in line was this Plexitone right here. And I got that dialed in for my main Marshall crunch sound. Sounds like this. Just a great crunch sound. I have it, as you can see, really low gain right here. And I use this Plexitone for a slightly broken up Marshall type of sound. This pedal has that really open sound, I think, really punchy sound, and still has a lot of gain on tap. If you look at the pedal switcher right here, you can see that I have, it's loop number 2, it's this guy right here, but in loop number 2 I have this, and also the noise terminator. I have it on the hot setting, and that will make sure that if I stop playing, no signal is coming through. It's really shutting everything off, which is nice on a really dirty sound like this. So I have the Plexitone with the noise terminator on. It's not a really noisy pedal. If I do like this, now it's not on. It's just a little bit of noise coming from all the lights in here, but not a lot. But I like to have this, this little switch right here. Turn this on. Whoops. Like this. And so the noise terminator is on in the hot settings. I have this controlled by the external switch right here. So in this program, external switch number 1 is active, which switched the noise terminator from the soft to the hot setting. I also have the delay on right here, but the echo is at 0. If I turn it up, you will hear the delay trail. I have the delay pedal down here because I like to be able to control it with my foot right here, the tap and the bypass. I have a delay on for almost any kind of sound. I can just turn it up like this. And turn it on with the delay turned up and have a really hip lead sound right there. Let's just turn it down for now. So I use the Plexitone for rhythm stuff, and on the neck pickup, and then you have just a huge amount of gain on tap. I mean, much more gain than I would ever need. Just a lot of gain, much more gain than you would usually need, but it's nice to have it. If you need it, it's right there. And if you turn up the echo and have the gain all the way up, or halfway up, you get a really great crunchy lead tone. Just a really great sound. So that's like the Plexitone right here, and I usually keep it pretty low gain, For my crunch tone, I can always bump up the gain if I need it, or hit it with a compressor. So this is like my really open, wide Marshall tone, but sometimes you want to have a tone that's less distorted and has a different mid-range, and you don't want to sound that big. So in loop number 3, I have the ACtone on instead, and it's also a crunchy sound, but it's different. It's not as wide as the Plexitone, but it's a great sound if you want to play like single note stuff. It still has that bite, but the mid-range is totally different. If I go back to the Plexitone, it's that rock tone. This is a much warmer tone. Really great sound. So it's nice to have the option of going between the Plexitone and the ACtone, just for different flavors. And of course you can turn up the drive on the ACtone. It has plenty of gain, but I use it more low gain. Sometimes it's nice to have a different flavor if you want to fit into a track or into a band, and you don't want to sound huge. You want to sound, you know, kind of like a smaller amp. It's just a great sound, and these two pedals, they really complement each other great. Now the third drive pedal I have right here is the most low gain pedal, the way I have it set up. I have it here on loop number 4, and it has a built-in boost. I'll show you that in a minute, but I use it for you know, slightly broken up tones, and I really love this tone. It's the sound of a great Strat into a Marshall sound, or into a Fender Bassman, or into a Vox or anything. It's that sound where the amp is just a little bit broken. It's you know, it's the sound of playing really loud. This pedal has gain if you want it. I mean, if you turn it up to here, you get a great crunch. But I like to use it down at like 9 o'clock to have an almost clean sound. Great sound. And then if I need that tone with just more gain, I just hit the boost, and that is gonna give me a little level boost just to hit the amp a little bit harder. I can still have almost clean tones, but if I dig into it, it'll be more crunchy. So that's a reason why I would have like three different drive pedals on the board. I would have an over-the-top lead, that type of sound, and then I would have a warmer tone with less gain. And then a really lovely, almost clean. Well, folks, there you have it. I think it was some pretty killer tones I was able to dial in using these great overdrive pedals. So I hope you can use the video, and don't forget there's a second video out in this series about using a boost pedal to really push your amp into getting that tone. Don't forget to subscribe and come back and see me for much more videos. See ya.